Hi children, today we are going to discuss a new chapter, that is materials, metals and non-metals. Chapter name materials, metals and non-metals. Materials around us are broadly grouped into two, like metals and non-metals. Most of the elements are metals and the remaining are either non-metals or metalloids. Then what are metalloids? Metalloids possesses the characteristics of both metals and non-metals that we shall discuss later. Then a number of materials like iron, aluminium, sulfur, copper, etc. can be seen around us. So let us familiarize their physical properties. For that, a table is given in your textbook as table 4.1. Table 4.1. See, some objects were given here and their appearance and hardness. Some objects, appearance and hardness. First one, iron, coal, then sulfur, aluminium, then copper. Let us extend the table. Yes, gold, then silver, graphite, etc. And let us write their appearance. In the textbook, two options are given. Which are they? Shiny or dull. Then, what are the appearance of iron while cutting an iron nail or any iron bar? The cutting end has a shiny appearance. Okay, so the appearance will be shiny in the case of iron. And what about coal? Coal is simply carbon. Is there any shiny appearance on surface? No, it is dull in appearance. Then what about sulfur? Is it shiny or dull? Dull, no doubt. Then about aluminium, is there any shining property? Yes, no doubt. It has shiny appearance. Then copper, the same thing. What about gold? Also shining. Then silver, shining. The last one we took here is graphite. Okay. Then graphite is also another form of carbon. Then what about its nature? Yeah, it is dull. So the objects, some are shiny and some others are dull. The next one, hardness. Next one, here also two options are given here. Which are they? Very hard and not very hard. Then let us classify the objects iron. Is it hard or not very hard? Yes, it is very hard. Very hard. And what about coal? Is it hard? No, not very hard. Not very hard. Then what about sulfur? It's also not very hard. Then aluminium is very hard. Then copper, very hard. Gold, very hard. Silver, very hard. Then what about graphite? Is not very hard. So here we classified the substances given according to their appearance and also their hardness. In appearance, some are shiny and some others are dull in nature. So, the substances like metals have shiny appearance. The surface has always a shiny appearance. And the shiny appearance of the metals is known as luster. Luster. So, it is known as metallic luster. Metallic luster. So, metals are lustrous. They have a shiny surface. And next one, hardness. Here, as we know, iron, aluminium, copper, gold, silver. They are hard, very hard. So, here also we can conclude these are metals. So, here we discussed two physical properties of metals. Can you say which are they? Yeah, first one is metals are lustrous or they have metallic luster. What is metallic luster? The shiny appearance of metal surface. The shiny appearances of surface of a metal are called metallic luster or simply luster. And second one, metals are very hard. Okay, so recall that these are the two properties. Which properties? Physical properties of metals. Then let us discuss another physical properties of metals. Okay? Yes. In order to discuss the other physical properties of metals, let us do an activity. Activity 4.1. Here, take a small iron nail, a cold piece, a piece of thick aluminium wire and a pencil lead. Beat the iron nail with a hammer. The aluminium wire also. Then repeat the same kind of treatment on cold piece and pencil lead. Then record your observations. Here also a table is given to record our observation. Are you ready to record your observation? Yes. Then write iron nail. Did you see blacksmith or goldsmiths are always making instruments, spade, shovel, etc. Blacksmiths are always preparing. Then goldsmiths are making ornaments. In that time, what they are doing? They are hammer it in order to make thin sheets. Since iron, gold, etc. are metals, by hammering it become thin sheet. And this is another physical property of metal. Okay, so let us note that iron nail and aluminium nail or aluminium wire. The shape of iron nail and the aluminium wire changed on hammering. If they were beaten harder, this could be changed to sheets. And you may be familiar with of silver foils which are used to wrap sweets, and also aluminium foil to cover food items. As we know, these are thin sheets of aluminium or silver, etc. How can we make these metals into thin sheets? By hammering. And this is the third physical property of metals. So let us point one by one. The first property of metal, they are luster, or metals are lustrous in nature, or they have metallic luster. Then second one, metals are very hard in nature. Metals are luster. What is luster? The shiny appearance. Shiny appearance of metals are known as luster. Then what is second one? They are very hard. Then third one, metals can be beaten into thin sheets. Metals can be beaten into thin sheets. And the ability of a metal that can be beaten or hammering into thin sheets are called malleability. See the word malleability. It is a new word for you. Malleability. The property of metals by which they can be beaten into thin sheets is called malleability. So here let us write, let's notice the third point as metals are malleable in nature. Metals are malleable in nature. Okay. So first property, once again, metals are lustrous in nature, or they have a shiny appearance. Second one, they are very hard in nature. And third one, they are malleable. So what's malleability? The property of metals by which they can be beaten into thin sheets is called malleability. And this is a characteristic property of metals. And then in the activity 4.1, the two materials given like iron nail and aluminium wire are metals. How or why? Yeah, they are malleable in nature. Thus they can be beaten into thin sheets. Then here are another two materials used as coal piece and pencil lead. Then what about their nature? Coal piece, when taking a coal piece or a carbon piece or simply charcoal, that is enough. What will happen? Yeah, it will break on beaten or hammering. Then what about the pencil lead, graphite? Pencil lead, while hammering it will break into small pieces, no doubt. So these are not metals. Okay, so the third property here is malleability. Then next one, let's discuss the fourth physical property of metals. Can you hold a metallic pan which is without a plastic or a wooden handle and not get hurt? Can you? No or never? Why? As we know, while we hold a hot metallic plate without a plastic or a wooden handle, what will happen? It will make hurt to us. Why? As we know, metals are good conductors of heat. That is why we are using utensils for cooking. That is, utensils made of metals because of their properties. Which property? Yeah, they are good conductors of heat. Good conductors of heat. And see, and here the hot metal plates or metallic pan have a wooden handle or a plastic handle. As we know, plastic or wood are bad conductors of heat. Bad conductors of heat. But metals are good conductors of heat. And you must have seen an electrician using this his screwdriver. Do you see screwdriver? And I think, what kind of handle does it have? Plastic. Yes. Why? Metals. Then screwdriver is made up of metals and it will conduct electricity also. And without the handle of plastic or wood, what will happen? We'll get shock. So to avoid that effect, always screwdriver has a handle of plastic or wood. So let us point out the next physical property, like good conductors of electricity. So here we discussed some physical properties like metallic luster. Metals are very hard. Then they are malleable. Metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. So here one more activity is given in order to study the electrical conductivity of metals. Then we shall discuss in the next class. Okay? Thank you.